Welcome to another episode of the Marble Race. Here we have our 4 teams that were eliminated last episode. These are the Golden Drifters, the Sub-Zero Icebergs, the Shining Suns, and the Silent Orbs. We have a pretty interesting track today. This is the east side of the full track, so we will only be using the east side this episode. Welcome back from our intro. We had a total of 5 votes this episode, and the first team safe are the Shining Suns with a total of 3 votes in favor and 0 votes against. This is a pretty good deal for the Shining Suns because they need those votes if they want to survive. Next up are the Sub-Zero Icebergs with 1 vote in favor and 1 vote against. Those 2 votes cancel out, with leaving us with a total of 0 votes. Not all that bad. The last team safe are the Golden Drifters with a total of 0 votes in favor and 1 vote against. All this means that the Silent Orbs, which are back at the top, are going to be eliminated with a total of 1 vote in favor and 3 votes against. Which, by the way, is a lot. Here you can see them go down, as they are the next eliminated contestant of the Marble Race. Good job to the Silent Orbs for reaching this far. Let's just move on to our free-for-all now. We are now being transported to a new place. Anyways, let's begin with our free-for-all. All the marbles are going in. They're all going through the funnel, and the first one are the Sub-Zero Icebergs, followed by the Shining Suns, and a couple of others that I don't know. Last ones are the Starry Knights, Skyline Darts, and the Hyper Hummingbirds. Now we are going to create our bracket. First we have the Sub-Zero Icebergs, and they will be going up against the Shining Suns. Later this episode, we're going to have the Gliding Swordfish go up against the Supernovas. Next, we're going to have the Golden Drifters versus the Starry Knights. Finally, we're gonna have the Skyline Darts go up against the Hyper Hummingbirds. And that's pretty much it for our bracket. Now we're gonna be moving on to our first round. This first round is gonna be between Sub-Zero Icebergs versus the Shining Suns. They're both in the funnel now, close to each other. Will they win? I don't know. It's the Sub-Zero Icebergs that win, by the way. And the Shining Suns are going to be up for elimination. Alright, the Supernovas versus Gliding Swordfish. They are both in the funnel, and a pretty good switch from the Gliding Swordfish, and they win. The Supernovas are going to be up for elimination. Hyper Hummingbirds versus the Skyline Darts. They are both going around in the funnel, and it's the Skyline Darts that win, which is pretty impressive. Alright, next, the Golden Drifter versus the Starry Knights. The Starry Knights get held back, and because of that one mistake, they are unable to catch up to the Golden Drifters, which means they will be up for elimination, along with the Hyper Hummingbirds. Alright, let's just move on to our credit points round. The Gliding Swordfish versus the Sub-Zero Icebergs, and it's the Gliding Swordfish that win. They will be going up against another team to fight for 3 credit points. Alright, next up, Skyline Darts versus the Golden Drifters. They are both in, and it's a pretty close one, but it's the Skyline Darts that win. Skyline Darts win. Golden Drifters will go up against the Sub-Zero Icebergs to get 1 C point. Speaking of which, here we are with the funnel, and it's the Golden Drifters that win that 1 C point, which will be very useful, by the way. Finally, the Gliding Swordfish versus the Skyline Darts. Which one of these two teams will get 3 C points? It's the Gliding Swordfish. Gliding Swordfish get 3 C points, while the Skyline Darts get 2. So, here's the final results. 3 C points for the Gliding Swordfish, 2 C points for the Skyline Darts, and 1 credit for the Golden Drifters. So vote now to eliminate the Starry Nights, the Hyper Hummingbirds, the Supernovas, or the Shining Suns. The link is in the description down below, and the one with the most votes against will be up for elimination. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of the Marble Race.